Set to be a crucial weekend in the Premier League title race. Arsenal hosting West Ham tomorrow, knowing that victory will move them to within 5 points of leaders Liverpool. And Liverpool, remember, are away to Manchester City. Second part of Super Sunday. Mikel Arteta facing the media right now. Let's hear from him.
Good afternoon, Mikel. Good to see you. Can we start off with team news first of all for Saturday?
No real news, to be fair. The ones that are long-term, they remained not available, and the rest, no other news.
Ben White was obviously on the bench on Saturday. Do you think he's ready to start potentially?
He's ready to play. Whether to start or not is a decision we'll make tomorrow, but he's certainly available now to be part of the group.
A question on the Champions League. You've got PSV Eindhoven in the last 16. What's your reaction to it? Do you see it as a big opportunity to get to another quarter-final?
Well, we played against them. They are a really good team. We know that. We have experienced it, and it will be very difficult, like any other Champions League result that we could have got, or any team. So we know what we are facing. When you are at this stage, every team is really, really good. And once the time comes, we'll be ready for it.
Just on the title race, Mikel, you've seen Liverpool drop points in 2 of the last 3 games now. If you can beat West Ham, it's a 5-point gap ahead of their game against Manchester City. Is there a growing belief from you and your players that you can come back and claim this title?
Well, we have to do our job, and it's going to be a tough one tomorrow against West Ham, and if we do that, obviously we'll be looking at that game on Sunday. But it's 13 games to go still. There's still a lot to play, and you can see how difficult it is for everybody to win football matches. So we really need to be there.
I know you love watching those big games. Will you be glued to your TV on Sunday and hoping your friend Pep can do you a favour?
I'm glued to tomorrow's game. That's what I'm glued, and my full focus is just there.
Just generally, though, when you do watch these other games, are you a good spectator?
What does that mean?
As in, do you just watch it and can you relax, or are you...
Relax, no. Especially when you are playing for this team, you cannot relax. I relax watching games that don't interfere with our ability to win big trophies.
This is the 3rd season now that you've been involved, and really involved in a title race in a row. What experiences do you think you can draw from what's happened in the past 2 seasons to maybe get you over the line this time?
But the margins are so small, and everything counts. And we had numbers that any other Premier League title probably you could have won it, and we didn't. So that shows you the level and the difficulty of it. But the fact that we have experienced it obviously helps, because we know what it's going to take to do it.
Just a final one from me, Mikel. I spoke to Mikel Marino yesterday, and from me, he was saying it might have been a good thing that he only knew on the morning of the game that he might be used up front. I'm guessing that you might have given him more of a warning this time, ahead of this game. Have you?
No. Not to him or to other players, and especially because I want the players, when they're on that pitch, that they are feeling what they are doing and they're taking the initiative, and I don't players that they are thinking about what if tomorrow I have to do certain things. That's why I did it.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'll go to Alice from the Premier League.
Hi.
That decision to play Marino as a makeshift striker against Leicester was labelled by some as an experiment that paid off. I just wonder, is that how you describe it too, or is there more to it than that?
Well, if there's something that we haven't done or he hasn't done in his career is to try, it's called experiment, that's it then. And at the end, he's trying to fit the qualities that we have within the squad, within the players, to actually want to deliver. And what the game is requiring or the opposition is requiring, I would take it more into that aspect than the other one. But after, it has to work. If not, it's not the right call.
Sure. Given you're essentially challenging for the title without a recognised striker now, are there any young forwards or perhaps hidden gems that you're paying particularly close attention to right now with a view to fast-tracking into the senior setup?
Yes, we are obviously. Some other players are training with us now regularly, and they're in our system. They've been in our system for a while, but they've been very, very close, and obviously we might have to use them, and they look ready as well, which is a good thing.
So is a situation like this an opportunity then for some?
Yes, for sure, and it can appear in any moment, and I spoke about them, so they are ready for it.
So West Ham up next week, of course, on Saturday. Many will be looking at this as an opportunity to put more pressure on Liverpool. Do you see it that way too?
I see an opportunity for us to keep winning and to keep making our journey to the goal that we want at the end of the season, which is to win it. And that's the only thing that we can focus on.
On wanting to win the league, of course, since their defeat to Plymouth, Liverpool have won just one of their last 3 league games. They travelled to Man City this weekend, as we know, all ifs and buts, of course, but if you beat West Ham and Liverpool lose, come Sunday night, the gap between you is 5 points, plus you have a game in hand. Just how big a weekend could this be in terms of the title race?
Yeah, no, but ifs in football, in sport, I don't like them. Let's do what we have to do, and then the if comes, great, but let's make sure that what is in our hands, we do it.
And as for what's in your hands, you yourselves are unbeaten in 15 league games. Given that form, do you sense the momentum kind of swinging back your way, looking at just the right time of the season?
That's what we need, and that's a very important thing, because when your energy and your belief increases, results are behind you, performances are good, and everybody is having that shift in energy and belief. I think anything can happen. Thank you.
Ian, TalkSport.
Hi Miguel, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Can I ask, are you obsessed by winning the title now this season because you've gone close the last 2 years?
I'm obsessed of doing everything that I possibly can every single day to achieve it. That's my obsession.
But, I mean, does it literally dominate your thinking from the minute you get up in the morning to when you go to bed at night?
No.
So you're not that obsessed by it?
I'm very obsessed by the process of it. That one, yeah, it consumes my whole day. Yes, I guarantee you that. But it's the process how you get there. The actual outcome, I cannot control it.
How much more difficult is it when you take on a team like West Ham, who most people would say if you played this game 10 times, Arsenal would be 9, i.e. a game you should win? How much more difficult is your team to keep your team focused on?
Well, I don't think that anybody's thinking that way, because we are very experienced in the Premier League and how difficult every opponent is. We have a history of what happened last year here at home against them. We have the history of what happened with Graham against us at the Emirates. So, very different feeling.